Hello, manifestors. Today we are going to talk about imagination. Why your imagination creates. So stay tuned all the way until the end of this video and you'll know exactly why imagination creates. In the meantime, please subscribe if you are new here, like the video, comment and share the video so more people like you can stop being so confused about manifesting their desires. My name is Sylviane. I am a manifesting coach. I offer one-on-one coaching and email coaching. I also have a blog where I write about the law of assumption and the teaching of Neville Goddard. I have now a podcast every Tuesday where I discuss Neville Goddard's teaching and the law of assumption and how powerful you are. And I have a free Facebook group, almost 5,000 members now. So it was time for a VIP group, a subscription group where I do a live once a week and where Andreza, who is a coach in my team, is creating amazing manifesting challenges that are going to help you become master manifestors. And all the links are down below in the description box. So why imagination creates reality? Well, in a few words, it's because imagination is divine. Imagination, it's a power above and beyond just our little human self. That's why Neville said, all things are possible to God, and you found who He is. It is your own wonderful human imagination that's God. So this is why imagination creates. It's a divine tool that we can use to live our life by design, so to speak. That's why Neville also said that we were born to learn imagination. So we could also say that people who are born and died without even knowing that their imagination is divine, well, they missed the mark. And that's a Bible scripture, missing the mark being the same as sinning according to the Bible, which means and only means that it means that you don't even know, you've never learned that your imagination is the tool that should be used in order for you to live the life that you want to live, or even that you were meant to live, in the sense that if you feel that you are meant to do something specific in this life, but you have no idea, you do not know that your imagination creates, you may miss the mark and never attain that dream because you've never used your imagination to attain that dream of yours. That's why in my case, for example, before I found the teaching of Neville Goddard, I knew that I wanted to be a coach. I knew that I was already a good coach, but I had not been able to use my imagination to really be who I wanted to be and to find a way to do what I wanted to do and the way I wanted to do it. It's only when I realized that my imagination was a divine tool that I could develop being who I am today as a coach. So what's the best and most effective way to use our imagination to create our reality? Well, it's to use feelings. And why feelings is the secret, as Neville said, because when we manage to feel something as true, our subconscious mind, which is really the bridge between our human self and our higher self, when we feel something as true, our subconscious mind believes that it is true, because that's what the subconscious mind does. The subconscious mind believes everything as true. There is no such thing for the subconscious mind as true or untrue, or real or unreal. Everything is real for the subconscious mind. Why do you think that people suffer from PTSD? What is PTSD? It's nothing less, nothing more than an imagined feeling based on something that happened in 3D, that happened in the 3D, in the past, in what we call the past, meaning right now, in the present, that past event is completely gone. It does not exist in the 3D of the person right now. But they are suffering from PTSD because they are still living the event, that negative past event, in their imagination. And we call this PTSD. They are simply imagining over and over the feelings of a negative event that does not exist anymore in their 3D, but in their mind, in their imagination. It is still very much alive. And that's why people suffering from PTSD are actually suffering. It's a complete imaginal disease. There's nothing real, nothing solid, nothing 3D about PTSD. It's all happening in the imagination. So it can be said that PTSD is living in the end of the feeling of a negative past event. That's what PTSD is. So now, if you bring this negative example and compare it to imagining living in the end of your wish fulfilled. This is why, if you manage to feel the feeling of having and being who you want to be, you will bring it to your existence, or better said, to your external world, because your subconscious mind is not going to make any difference between your physical 3D life right now as it is this minute and what you are imagining. Your emotions, your whole body, your whole energy will be brought to that feeling that you are imagining. And once it is this way, you are going to manifest your desire. Because your subconscious mind doesn't make any difference, again, between what's felt in your imagination, that is, and what is real in the 3D world. Now, this said, if there is something that you are after and you don't seem to be able to manifest it, it's because you are imagining more often than not the not having it than the having it. Your thoughts, your feelings, your emotion, everything that has to do with imagining is more on the lack of what you want than on the having what you want. Whether it's money, whether it's a specific person, whether it's health, which is usually the three main things that people want. If you feel more poor than having plenty of money, if you feel more single than being in a relationship, if you feel more sick than being healthy, then what you feel more real right now in your imagination, it's what's going to perpetuate in the future, in the 3D future. As soon as you start feeling differently, so let's say 3D says right now you don't have any money, but you accept the feeling of being abundant, of having anything and everything that you want. If you manage to fool your subconscious mind, so to speak, by feeling it real, the law says that there is no other outcome. The law has no other choice than to present you in the material world what you have imagined. The same with relationship. I know that it is not easy. I'm not saying it is easy, by the way. It is not necessarily easy to imagine that you are in a relationship, that you are married, that you have a family if you are single right now. But again, if you manage to fool your subconscious mind, and when you think of it, that's all you have to do. And the subconscious mind is very easily fooled. If you manage to do that, the law has no choice but to present you with what you have imagined. So, if you keep on practicing the feeling of being in a relationship while you may not in the 3D right now, eventually that relationship feeling will have to match in the 3D world. The same thing with your health. If there is a disease that you want to get rid of, you need to imagine yourself free from that thing, whatever it is. And if you fool, again, your subconscious mind by telling it that you are healthy, that you are completely free of whatever you have going on right now, the subconscious mind has no choice but eventually to present you with the truth of what you feel in the materialized world. I hope this was helpful to understand what imagination is and how what you imagine will manifest in your 3D world, in your external world. Thank you for listening. Please again subscribe, like the video, comment, share, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.